All right, now it's public. Now it's public. Hello, namaste. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Namaste. Okay. You guys, I was here talking to myself. All right. It says it's been going on for 6 minutes. I thought I was live. I was live, but it was unlisted. It was unlisted. I apologize to those of you who might have been at the others that were listed. Okay. Let's see, and I'm going to just change it. I'm going to keep editing until somebody comes on. It's live. If you are here as you arrive, if you're live, go ahead and tell me where you're from. Live, December. Guys, I can't even type. December Q and A. Namaste, Q and A. Here we go. So yeah, if you try to schedule a live on YouTube, it is a little bit tricky. And so I had scheduled it, so I apologize to those of you. Hey, hello, goddesses. Hello, hello. Mwah. Let me know that you can hear me. Give a thumbs up and let me know where you're from. I was on here talking to myself for 6 minutes, okay? Maz Autumn, hi. Hello, Maz Autumn. I am drinking some chaga mushroom tea. And get some tea. I will be on here at least 20 minutes. Okay. So get yourself a cup of tea. I'm a big tea drinker. It is winter where I am. So for 6 minutes, I was talking to myself because it said live, but it was unlisted. So I was live in my own mind, but no one could see me. Okay. So you have not missed anything. So I've got my chaga mushroom tea. And I wanted to show you what chaga, let me know if you know what chaga is, if you've ever had it. Let me know in the comments. Also lets me know other people are here. It says that 3 people are here live. Thanks for the thumbs up. And Maz Autumn. You have no picture, Maz Autumn. Do you have a channel or is that just like your YouTube, like how you get onto YouTube? Because not everybody has a channel and there's no need for everybody to have a YouTube channel, believe me. But Maz Autumn, if you have a channel, let me know. Let me know what it's about. So, welcome. Until recently, I went by Yogini Kala. Kala was my nickname. And for the last 6 months, I want to talk about that. For the last 6 months, I was feeling like I'd hear my own name in my head. I would hear Vivine, which is my biological name. And I would hear it and I'm like, yeah, you know, I felt like, oh, you should go back to it because I am intuitive. But I couldn't figure out, you guys, how to like suddenly tell everybody, yeah, I'm changing my name again. I'm changing it back from the nickname, whatever. So I didn't do anything about it, but I knew it was time to change it. Then I went to a Vedic astrologer and let me know if you'd like me to interview her. I'd like to invite her to my channel. She does a form of astrology called Vedic astrology. And her first words to me, she's Indian, and she goes, who gave you that name? Where did you get that name? And I said, well, you know, I kind of took it and I explained. And she said, oh, okay, not good for you. And I was like, she said, okay, that's it. You know, now, you know, just change it back. Go back to your birth name. And she's like, Viv? I said, yeah, I don't love Viv so much. I like Vivine. She said, yes, that's a much better sound for you. So let me know in the comments as you're joining me, wherever you join in, where you're from. If you have a YouTube channel, what your channel is about. It gives you a chance to, because this will get seen in replay. I'll probably leave it up for a replay. So my name is Vivine. I am a yogini. That means someone who practices yoga, but not just physical postures. One who is a seeker in the yogic tradition. So I like that term yogini. And it's pronounced Vivine, so I've gone back to that. So you'll see in my old videos, I say Yogini Kala. Kala was short for Kalavati, and that pronounced properly means artist, and I am also an artist. Um, so I took the name a couple years ago when I was going through a really hard time. And those of you who watch my channel know my channel is for women who want to thrive up to and past 45, and women who might be suffering from anxiety or burnout or have in the past and who are healing. So that's what my channel is about. So Maz Autumn, hi. Yes, I had a lovely Christmas. I really, really did. It was fantastic. I hope you did as well. And V Love and Crystals. I remember that name. I love that it's a V. Because, I think V is a great letter since it's the first letter in my name, right? I like your channel. I need to meditate more for 2020. Yes. So this is a Q&A, you guys. So I don't have any plan. I don't have an agenda. I mean, I wanted to have an agenda. I wanted to tell you, watch my other videos. Let me see. Because it's over Christmas, right? I'm putting out videos over the holidays. And let's be honest, in the US, people get crazy. They do. It becomes everybody's stressed. They have to travel. How are they going to do it? It's like this frenzy. And I've never been into that frenzy of Christmas. To me, it undoes any of the spirituality, any of the religious, any of the healing aspect of the holiday, of the time of this season, whatever your religious background, the craziness we go through in this country, just with the shopping and we just make it so complicated. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. I want to know what you think about how in the United States we lead up to Christmas, right? How we lead up to it and the issues that come up. Okay, so let me read my comments. Yep. V, Love, and Crystal. Yeah. So how to meditate more. I've got a lot of stuff on my channel. Do you have Maz Autumn? Do you have hi Alice? Namaste. If you have any questions, you guys, specifically on meditation, if I can't answer them, I will let you know, because there are a lot of different people are making meditation very complicated. Okay. Most of the people on YouTube writing about meditation, they have read a book. I'm completely serious. They've read like 1 or 2 books. I have sat, and I will brag about this. Okay, tell me if you've sat. Sat means practiced for 6 weeks with monks. God, I wish I have a picture on my altar of one of my teachers, but I don't want to go around and grab it. For 6 weeks, meditating silently for 10 hours a day. 10. Count them. I'll be right back. I'm just going to turn my light on. Namaste, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the thumbs up. Where are you from? Don't be shy, because I really want this to be a conversation. I don't have a speech plan, so don't just sit on the other side of this camera looking at me. I want to know, where are you from? You don't have to give like your address, just what town, or city. Are you from Philly? Last time I had someone from Philadelphia. I think Texas as well, and I think Atlanta and California at the time that we're live. So tell me in the chat where you're from. The chat should be to the right of your screen. If you're watching me on your phone, honestly, I'm not sure how you get the chat. Okay, can somebody share if they know how you get the chat? Alice, how to open the sacral chakra? I believe it's blocked because I don't know how to accept my sexuality and sensuality. Do you have any tips to open the sacral chakra? That is a great, hey Alice from Georgia. Welcome, 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 goddess. So yes, that's a great question. The sacral chakra, I really believe they're all really important, you guys. They really, really are. The sacral chakra, though, for women is crucial. If you've had any, so Alice, let me know if you watched any of the videos. I have a video on trauma and the sacral chakra, and it talks about the specific types of things that affect that chakra. Okay, let me know if you've watched that. So that's the first thing. I also have what I recommend for all of you watching this in replay or watching live. If you want to work with the chakras, the best practice, the safest is to do, I have a video where you work with all 7 major chakras, okay? And it leads you through each one, and you do the bija mantra for each chakra, for the root, for the sacral, for the 3rd chakra, the fire chakra, for the heart, for the throat, for the 3rd eye, and for the crown. That way, everything's in balance. So Alice, I'd recommend that. And then I recommend therapy for everyone, because sometimes there's stuff with memories, that you want a professional to help you, to process. So everybody needs to be in therapy. There's so much going on. A therapist should be someone who is on your side to help you. They're there to help you through the difficulty, to help you through any pain. So I would strongly recommend that. And then in terms of self-healing, regular meditation, mindfulness meditation. And I'm so glad you asked this. I did not pay her to ask this. I am going to make one of my next 1 or 2 videos will be on yoga for the sacral chakra. Okay. So that's stuff you can do. Like you can open up the body. So for instance, Alice, let me know, or anybody who's interested in this, about the sacral chakra is her question. And sexuality governs sensuality, just pleasure in general. Ability to like have joy. That's a lot of that related to that chakra. Do you have like your hips will tend to be tight? You will tend to have, reproductive issues, polycystic this, fibroids, just energetic blockages in that area. And you'll know, you may have difficulty with orgasm, just all sorts of things related to that second chakra. Okay. So what I recommend, like I said, therapy to kind of talk through some of it. But I really believe, especially for women, we have to work with the body. Okay. So I would say yoga, and watch my second chakra video. At the end, I have a short meditation with the sound vum, 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 vum. And that sound specifically like unblocks and heals that chakra. What you guys need to understand, though, when you work with the chakras, the trauma will come through. So for example, someone had like a sexual assault maybe when they were a child and they don't remember. You might start remembering that as you work with the chakra, or as you do the yoga, any type of yoga, emotions will come up. You guys, I've had people start crying in my yoga classes, not like hysterically crying, okay, because I don't want to scare anybody, not like that, but tears will come to them, okay, and that's part of the healing. They may not even know what it is. They may just sort of have a feeling, and then they have tears, and it's part of the healing process. So I hope that's helpful, Alice. Thank you so much for that question. So yoga, meditation, and like I said, if you're not a member already, subscribe, because I will be doing a yoga practice for the sacral chakra very, very soon. That's one of the ones I'm supposed to film. Okay. Any more questions? Peace. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, from LA. That's so cool. I just mentioned LA last time. I think I had somebody from LA. So Dorothy, do you have a question on meditation, chakras, spirituality? So I made some chaga mushroom tea, you guys. I just wanted to hold it up what it is. So it basically looks like little bricks. Isn't that weird? Can you see that? And it's really hard. And one of my massage clients, because I am a licensed massage therapist, and I do shiatsu, which is a very specific type of massage. And so my clients sometimes give me little gifts. Like, I don't encourage them to give me. And so he actually picks this from the woods himself, you guys. So it's actually really expensive. I think chaga mushroom, like a bag is $20, $25, $30, right? And he gave me like a bag about this big, and you can reuse them. And it has no taste. This is chaga mushroom. Let me know if you've ever tried it. I have a friend who is from Korea. She's Korean American, and she says to me that in Korea, it's common to give this to people to help them recover from cancer. So I was like, okay, well, I didn't know that. It has no taste. I gave it to my friend who came up for Christmas, and he's like, I think I need to put some sugar in this. I'm like, just drink it. He's like, it doesn't taste like anything. I said, exactly. If it tastes like nothing, why can't you drink it? Chaga mushroom. Okay, let me stop rambling now. Hi, Margaret. Hey, Margaret from New Jersey. So we've got Georgia, LA, and New Jersey. So yeah, I have I'm not giving a speech or anything. Did any of you watch my video that I just put out, goddesses? It's a journaling practice to let go of 2019. please watch it. I made this for 4:30 so that that video went live at 4. What it is, it's going to lead you through a journaling. And you don't have to be a journaler. Like, I'm not a huge journaler, and who has time to make these bullet journals, please? Like, really, I have time to like go design the pages and make little boxes. I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. But anybody got time for that? But journaling, I'll write dreams. I'll write my shamanic journeys. So I write specific things, and I think journaling can be amazing. So what I did in this video, it's a new video, it's up right now, is I lead you on a practice of letting go, forgiving yourself of 2019 stuff, right? So you don't bring it forward. You don't want to have emotional baggage, okay, to go forward. So welcome. Hey, namaste. There are 6 of us live. I've answered a question for one goddess. And let's see, Maz Autumn had said that they need to meditate more. I have a video about like the 5 top meditation issues. So check that out. Check that out, Maz Autumn. Are you still here? Give me a thumbs up. Have you watched that video? Talk to me. Talk to me, people. I'm wearing my glasses so I can read your questions, okay? I'd rather not wear my glasses, but I'm doing that for you, all right? So give me something to read in the sidebar. So chaga tea. I find the chaga tea very sort of yangizing. There's yin and yang. It's strengthening in a, not like coffee, but it definitely makes me feel stronger. But I'm very, very sensitive. I'm very sensitive to stuff. Makes me feel stronger and just like more energy. I would say like a yang energy. Yin energy is something, oh gosh, so what is it called? I should know this. I'm from Jamaica and we drink this Irish moss. Irish moss, you guys, is a yin tonic. It builds the fluids in the body, which are very important, like blood, reproductive fluid, all of that yin is very, very important. So that would be like Irish moss, okay? And people from the islands, I should say specifically Jamaica, we drink that as a tea. This is more of a yang tonic. I would say almost closer to a ginseng, but not that heating, not that like, not that strong, okay? So chaga mushroom tea. Dorothy, do you have a question? Margaret, hey Margaret, do you have a question? And Maz, yeah, let me know, Maz, if you have watched the video about the 5 meditation problems, which are, I'll just run through them. They typically are sleepiness. That's really common. Mind wandering, of course. Feeling physically fidgety or pain. What are the other 2? Sleepiness, fidgety, mind wandering. I think anxious might be another. And I can't remember the last one that I put on there, but there are like the 5 most common issues that I know come up for me and come up when I work with clients and as I've studied meditation over the decades. So ask me any meditation questions, any chakra questions. I'm just going to stay on a little bit more because you guys are being so quiet. You're probably distracted. Okay. What are you doing? And check out my video that I letting go of 2019. A lot of us, I'm going to be just straight up with you. If you are not living your dreams, and I put myself in that same category, if you're not living your dreams, and hi, I'll look at your question 1 second. Or you're partially, or you feel sort of restricted, then that means there's something holding you back, something inward holding you back, as well as any outer things. So watch my video, the last video that just came up about journaling and meditation to clear 2019 to get ready for 2020. 2020, we're starting a whole new decade. It's going to be very, very powerful. I will also be making a video on 2020, the promise and the perils of the year. I will be doing that very soon as well. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell. Let's see. New Jersey, yeah, Jersey. I'm from New York City. So hi, Jersey girl. Dorothy. I will definitely try journaling. Yeah, in 2020, journaling. I used to journal when I was a little girl. Like, keeping a diary, that really helped me. Really, really helped me. I'm not going to lie. That was just a place where I could pour out my heart, and you guys remember those little tiny journals like this, and they had the little key, Remember, they had a little lock. You push it through, and I think it came with a little tiny key. All right, I think I lost the key. I'd have to open my own diary. What are you going to do? So I was growing up in the Bronx. All right, Bronx. Anybody? New York City, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens. Okay. And I would journal, and it's very healing because you're sort of talking to yourself, but when you write it out, you start to know more about yourself. So I do recommend journaling. I'm just like, if you watch my last video where I talk about work, I'm always working on a project, or I do healing massage in person. And so I'm either working with clients, like my thumbs get tired. I'm either on the computer doing this or like poking people with my thumbs, right? Or my elbow. Shiatsu, you guys, which is the style I do. You've seen it in movies. You can use your elbow, you can poke into the person. You might have seen in movies where this Asian woman is like walking on somebody. Okay, I don't walk on people. I just want you to know that. Okay, let's see. I tried journaling last year, but I realized I didn't get into it. Now that I look back, I realize I couldn't journal because I didn't have time for myself. Yep. So this is from Alice. She's sharing, watch my video about that because that's exactly what I said. I had a goal to do one new or different thing a week, right? Just one new thing consciously. I didn't do it. I did it a couple times, Alice, but then it's the same thing. I didn't give it priority. And I wish I had because I wanted to build my social life. So that's why I was like, I'm going to do one, like just something that gets me out of my usual pattern, right? I'm going to try something new. And I didn't do it. So you want to know that because we don't want to live the same day 365 times, right? So thank you for sharing that. But journaling, if you like it, it can be very healing, very, very healing. Because like I said, you're sharing your innermost thoughts and you're clarifying them as you write. And then when you read it, you're like, oh, wow, that's how I felt. I didn't know. All right, let me see. Dorothy. Yep. In terms of meditation, Dorothy is saying her mind wanders a lot. I become fidgety while trying to meditate. And the breathing techniques don't always work for me. Any suggestions? Okay, that's a very good question. And I do have suggestions. Okay. So Dorothy, really, really good question. You get fidgety and the breathing, watching your breath is actually hard. I'm not going to lie. That's what I do for 10 hours a day though. So Dorothy and anybody watching this in the replay and certainly live, I recommend active types of meditation. I have a video where I'm walking and I literally am talking to you to meditate as I walk. I think it says walking meditation. There's two. One of them is a little scratchy and I apologize. Don't use that one. The one I'm talking about is more recent within this year. And gosh, do I want to try to look it up? And it's just like a walking meditation, walk with me. And literally you just hear me just guiding you as you walk. So when you get fidgety like that, that means it's too hard to sit still. This is really common right now. It's even harder for people to settle than even 5 years ago, which I find really sad and a little bit scary because our attention span, our ability to focus is getting lower and lower. And that is not our fault. I believe it is the internet being on our phones. Like if you really watch somebody on their phone, you guys, and I'm still answering your question, notice how they're just going so fast. So they focus for a split second and then they're on to the next thing. Now, if you want to be successful, the people who will be successful, they have incredible concentration. So I think it's almost part of being the matrix. Don't get me started. I'm not going to get all like Infinite Waters and Ralph Smart on you, but it's part of the matrix. And we all of us, myself included, need to check how much time we're on the internet and how much time we're just looking at random crap, especially like on Instagram, because it's so quick, right? It's just so quick. That is literally teaching you to not concentrate, okay? And you will not be successful if you have poor concentration. It will start to undermine you. So that is part of the matrix, all right? I'm completely serious about that. So do physical types of exercise. I would recommend, instead of trying to meditate right away, do yoga. Take a gentle yoga class. Let me know in the comments if you have tried yoga, Dorothy. Because what yoga is going to do, meditation is here in terms of how calm you have to be, and yoga is like here. And then most people are like here. Okay, does that make sense? So everyday life, you're here. Yoga is going to bring you to here. You're going to feel calmer. And meditation is like the next step to like calm, like a still lake. Okay, so you have to go step by step. You have to go step by step. Or if you just push through and be fidgety. Because what's going to happen, Dorothy? The worst thing is you're just going to be like, you're not going to do that. You're going to be like, oh my God, sit with it. That's what a teacher would say, is really sit with it. But I know that can be hard, so I don't want to just tell you to do that. So literally what you would do is, say you're feeling fidgety, you would just say to yourself, restless, restless, or anxious, anxious. Just name it. And as you name it, that's actually a meditation technique, believe it or not. As you name it, you're labeling. And as you label what you're feeling, it will calm down. Okay? So that is a meditation tip there, and it does work. So do something more physical, like yoga or Tai Chi or any martial art. Even a martial art kind of brings you to a nice level as well, right? Or yoga, or finally the meditation. I tried journaling, only seemed to write the negative aspects of my daily life. Yep, that can happen, Dorothy. I totally hear you. So yoga is what I recommend for you. If you find that is even, I would say, do you run? Do some sort of physical activity. If you have that level of sort of excess energy, then you need a physical activity, because it has to meet you. If you're kind of like this, you need something that's physical. And as you do it, you're going to get calmer. Okay? So running, swimming, whatever you do. I just remember in Scandal, remember how she would go for her swim, and she was dealing with a lot. Okay? You're probably not dealing with as much. So I just love when she'd go for her swim. Alice says, yeah, it's hard for me to focus while meditating. I recently started placing a crystal on my head while meditating, and actually worked. Oh, good. Okay. What kind of crystal did you place, Alice? Was it quartz? Yoga confuses me because I see people describe different types of yoga. I confuse yoga with fitness. Okay, so Alice, I'm not being sarcastic. This is like my the Vedic astrologer I went to. She's telling me that Americans mispronounce the words a lot because they're Sanskrit words, and so we're mispronouncing them. There's nothing to be confused about, Alice. Just try different types till you find one you like. There's yin yoga. I can describe them all, but other people would get bored if I do that. Like yin yoga is you hold it, and you just hold and hold and hold and hold and breathe. There's vinyasa yoga, which is faster and more like exercise, and it's very fast. And you'd go from one posture to the next. You bend forward, you bend back. That's vinyasa yoga. Power yoga is similar to vinyasa yoga. Hatha yoga is a little slower. It doesn't matter. Like it sounds like you really are getting too much in your head. Just try a gentle or beginner's yoga. And if you don't like it, or you don't like the teacher, which can happen, try another class. Okay? It's almost like saying cooking, like me telling you, try cooking. And you say that confuses you, because yeah, it's very broad. It would be like you saying, yeah, I don't understand cooking. Or I'd say, well, there's Italian cuisine, there's Caribbean cuisine, and then that breaks down, right? And then there's Southern France cuisine, and then there's, Northern Italian cuisine, and then there's Nigerian cuisine, but then that breaks down by region. So yeah, there's lots of different types of yoga. They're not actually so different. It's just different styles. So just try something. I think you're overthinking it. Yep, it was a quartz crystal. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Alice. Not everybody is sensitive to crystals in the same way. So Alice, it's subtle. Some people are, and I think that as times change a little bit and we're dealing with so much stress and strife, I think that crystals are coming forward to help people heal. And it's becoming more common because people are getting more sensitive. So yeah, she could definitely try that with a quartz crystal. Dorothy says, I tried yoga and I enjoyed it a lot. Didn't have time to continue to get the true benefits. Okay, yep. Well, it's all part of that self-care. I think it's wonderful that you tried it. And I hear you. Like I said, I'm going to be putting out yoga videos. There are tons of videos. Yoga with Adrienne. She's very, very sweet. She has like 4 million followers because she started really early, you guys, doing yoga on YouTube. And she has hundreds of classes, okay? So Dorothy, use those classes. I do recommend for all of you watching live or in replay, do take a class. It's different than just watching a video. But if you don't have time, Dorothy, then definitely just try some from YouTube. Okay, I'm getting hot as I'm like talking and drinking my hot tea. And I'm wearing layers, people. Like, why am I wearing layers of clothes in my house? You know, anyway. Yoga, yeah, so don't get confused. So Dorothy, yeah, Dorothy tried yoga. Yeah, Alice, just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Can you give some tips for sleeping? Wow, that's a great question. That is a great question, Margaret. Thank you. And I'll probably end this after I answer that. It's so funny. Let me show you a book. Wow, it's amazing. Spirit is amazing. I brought this book, and I don't know why I brought it from my bedroom. Okay, can you see this book? This is specifically for Margaret, but any of you who have trouble with sleep. Hey, tell me where you're from if you didn't already. So acupressure potent points. This is the type of massage that I do, like in person. And I'm going to show you some points right now, Margaret. I hope you are paying attention, okay? What you do on your wrist, it's like 2.5 fingers, 2 to 3 fingers. See the wrist crease? Go like 2 to 3 fingers, and right in the middle, press. So like 2 fingers, right? And then a little bit down. See where I'm pressing? Press right in there. That is a pericardium point, heart protector. Press. So again, 2 to 3 fingers, somewhere in there where it feels sensitive, you're going to press in. Okay, so take a breath with me. You can actually try this now. Inhale. Everybody, you can try this. It's going to make you feel really calm. And sorry, guys, I'm like starting to sweat because I have this bright light on me. So it's in the middle of your wrist crease. Go this way. Measure 2. It's like 2.5 fingers down. So it's right about here. Press in with your thumb. Put your hand down and press in. So this is the heart protector meridian. And when you have trouble sleeping in traditional Chinese medicine, it is said to be the spirit is not able to rest. They call it the shen. The shen is your spirit. It's restless, and so you cannot sleep. The thing is, you don't have to believe any of that. If you do this, it actually works. So I'm pressing that point. You could release, press for like 5 to 8 seconds, and do that 3 times. Okay, so that's 1 point. That is pericardium. I believe the number is 6. You guys, because I'm dyslexic, I'm bad with the numbers, but this is on the pericardium meridian from the middle finger, comes right down. And then I'm going to show you one more point. Margaret, you asked about sleep. In line with your pinky, my dear. Okay? So trace down from your pinky, right on the wrist crease again, a little bit below, you'll feel a hollow. Okay? See how you can see there's a hollow there for me. Press right in there, and that is heart 7. The point, if somebody with acupuncture, we're going to stick a needle, right? But I use my thumb in acupressure and just press there. Hold for about 5 to 8 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel that you're sending energy through your thumb. It just helps, that visualization into that point. And you would do that 3 times. You guys, this is so weird that she asked this question because I typically don't have insomnia, but I have a lot going on right now, and through no fault of my own. And I did this the other night. So it's after Christmas. I was still stressed. And I did it. And I remember thinking, we'll see if this works. The next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the morning. Okay. I love when that happens. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if this works. You know, my head's on the pillow and I'm like, okay. And then I was out. All right. Now I don't have chronic insomnia. Chronic insomnia, I would recommend some other things. Okay. So let me go back, make sure she was with me. Margaret, did you see those 2 points? And trouble staying asleep, a couple more tips. I actually have a sleep course. I don't advertise any of my courses. I don't know why. I should put a link maybe underneath this video. It's relatively inexpensive. I think I priced it like $12 or something. And it's videos and audio. So another thing with sleep, you know, your room needs to be relatively cool. If your room is really hot, you will not be able to sleep. Okay, so the room should be a little bit cool. You do these points. Another thing that may be keeping you up is you're eating too close to going to sleep. I would leave 4 hours. So if you're, if you eat at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, don't go to bed till 11, right? Eating close to when you lay down, the body is working to digest, and that will also keep you awake. And of course, the thing we all know now, the lights, which, I mean, guys, seriously, they had to do scientific studies for this. I mean, again, if you tune in, goddess, which is what I teach, when I coach clients, and what I'm teaching here, even on the free videos, is tune in. So the blue light, even just the lamp light, I have this light, shining at me. Think about it. Our ancestors, when did they have light? They had light in the daytime, right? So that's telling you should be hunting, you should be farming. It's this is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So cut your lights, start dimming your lights way down hours in advance. A lot of this stuff, I don't believe you need sleeping medication. I really believe if people will take the honest steps. I'm lecturing now because this really bothers me. I believe we are put on too many medications. Okay, again, talk about the matrix. Do you want to go get sucked into that matrix? Fine, take the sleeping meds. The sleeping meds do not give you as good sleep. They acknowledge that. They disrupt your sleep cycle, okay? That's not just me being woo-woo. That's what it is. So take your steps, all right? You can do it. You can start getting to sleep. Okay, so I think I gave about 4 or 5 tips. I hope that was helpful. Margaret, was that helpful? All right, I'm scrolling down. Well, Margaret, I hope you're still here. Margaret, give me, yes, good, good, good. And you will. And also check on my channel. I don't want to take time to go to another tab right now, but I have a deep relaxation that is awesome. I don't know why it's not doing well because, well, actually, I do know why. There are a lot of sleep meditations on YouTube. And because I'm a smaller channel, you guys, it's hard to rank for them. People literally don't see it because YouTube is like, imagine a really, really deep bin, or it's like an ocean, like full of videos. So Margaret, I have a video. I came out about 3 weeks ago, deep relaxation. It's really good. I also did this bedtime story, you guys. Check that out. It's like a kid's bedtime story, but it's for your inner child, and it's just really sweet. I think something about listening to someone's voice. I know if I hear somebody talking, sometimes remember when you were a little kid and you'd hear your parents up and you knew you were safe and you'd fall asleep. So yeah, and same thing also, Margaret, that I recommended to another viewer at this point. You need to start doing yoga. Honestly, the things that will help are very simple. Yoga helps because it works at the muscular level. It's not just about getting flexible. It literally flushes the organs and the tissues. Like I'm going to try to give, I'm going to do something real quick so you can see what you can see. This is part of a yoga posture, but if you can see, my hands are squeezing each other. And when I release, it's like the blood flow is increased. So postures are like that. Like if I do a twist, we were taught in school that twist literally squeezes the organs very gently, right? And then you release, and it's like squeezing a sponge. Like if you know how you want to clean a sponge, you squeeze it out, right? And you run it under water and you squeeze. It's the same thing with the yoga postures. So they help the organs, they help your circulation, many, many, many levels. You also breathe deeply when you do yoga. All of that for everything you guys are asking me. You can't meditate. This is going to help you. You're going to feel calmer. You may not even need meditation. You may be fine just with yoga for a long time. As I said, the yoga is like regular life is here. We're here. Yoga takes you to this level of like relaxation, and meditation is like here. So some of you can't go from here straight down. Okay. You need something else to sort of calm you down. All right. I just recommend keeping it natural. And if you can avoid having to take sleep medications, I think that's better. You have control. There's no side effects. Okay. Let me look at some last comments. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so, so much. So it's 45 minutes. So I'm going to end there. I'm in my studio and I'm going to relax. I had some clients earlier today and I uploaded my video. Check out the video on how to let go of 2019 with the journaling practice. I promise you'll feel good afterwards. And share in the comments of that video, right? Releasing 2019, letting go. Share in the comments what your achievement was. I ended by asking you to share 3 achievements from 2019. Okay, 3 achievements. And I share in the video, I share what my achievement is that I feel really good about. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick so I can tell you the name of it. So there is a new video up. It is a wonderful journaling and meditation practice. It's only about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to tell you the title right now. Hang on, I'm going to my other page. And thank you guys so much for being here. I'm getting ready to go off the air right now. Okay, the video that I just uploaded that I had pre-recorded for you is called Releasing the Past 2019. It's really important. If you want success in 2020, a lot of us women who I'm speaking to in my audience, a lot of us have passed, maybe there's a disappointment from this year. So you want to let it go. You want to practice to release it so you don't try to carry that into the new decade. So the video that I just uploaded, it's called Releasing the Past, Heal and Release 2019. And it's a journal practice with a short meditation. So check that out, my loves. It has 35 views. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up and a comment. That really helps it to be seen and for YouTube to be like, oh, okay, people like that video. So share with friends and enjoy. Namaste. And so I'm working on my chakra course. I will be putting that out. Those who are patrons over on Patreon will get a discount on the course. And check out supporting the channel on Patreon. You can ask me more deeper questions there. And it's just a wonderful place to connect more deeply with me. And it is not as public as this because you contribute like $5 or $8. And so it's a more closed forum. Okay. And it supports this channel as well. And there are extra perks that I give to my patrons over on Patreon. In fact, I think real quick, I'm going to add that. If there's one more question, I'll take it because I love talking. But I hope the insomnia answer helps a couple of folks. I will put here is if you're interested in supporting the channel over on Patreon, becoming a patron. All right. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the new year. I think I will have a video out on Wednesday. Wednesday's New Year's Day. I may not. I think it is, right? But on my channel, I put out videos Wednesdays and weekends. So look out for that. And thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up. And watch the new one that's out. This was just sort of more rambling, taking questions as they come. Check out my channel page. There's a lot of helpful information there. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.